Hey everyone, this is Daniel. This is my video blog entry for April the 7th, 2009. And if you're wondering why this room is a little bit darker, I guess you can say, it's because the sun is like literally shining in the bedroom window. And so the way it's shining in, I really don't need any additional light, or at least I don't think. That obviously will be up to whoever's watching this to think as to whether it's too dark or not. Anyway, I have a quick update, and it obviously has to do with my SeaMonkey builds. And I'll start off by saying this. I sent in a question the other day, and I asked in that question, did the policy change actually affect SeaMonkey? And because I was a third-party builder, would I still be able to build and distribute my optimized builds? Yes, it was somewhat a two-part question. And I have an answer to those today. I got an answer today. And the policy change does not affect SeaMonkey. So, basically, SeaMonkey has their own policy. And what's not covered under that policy is then covered under the Mozilla policy. So, since SeaMonkey never had a community edition policy, that change does not apply to them because they never had one to begin with. And I interpreted this initially as that they did because in the policy it had SeaMonkey in the policy. So the way I interpreted it was that SeaMonkey also had Community Edition program and that it was going away too. So I took this as people would not be able to create their optimized builds and distribute them. Obviously, to that extent, I was wrong, and obviously I apologize for that. But I interpret things my own way, and sometimes the way I interpret things just happen to be wrong. In any case, to the question on whether I can distribute my builds or not, I'm going to also interpret this as a double-edged sword as well. On the one hand, I take this as that, yes, I can distribute my builds, but I also interpret it as, yes, I can distribute my builds as long as I do not edit the source code, distribute the build, and not file a bug against the problem. In other words, don't edit the source code unless it's a bug. If it's a bug, patch the bug, file a bug on Mozilla saying this bug needs to be fixed. If it's verified, send the patch in. They'll apply that patch to their code. That way everybody will have that patch. So, going back to the other side of the sword again, yes, I can distribute my builds because I do not edit the source code to begin with. The changes are all in the compiler settings, which only handles the way that the build process is done. So, therefore, I should, in theory, still be able to distribute my builds just fine. Obviously, as long as they are high-quality builds, which 99% of the time they are. The other 1% are those that either fail to build to begin with, or or are issues that are found right after the builds are uploaded, but notice that I have enough time to take them down before too many people download the problematic build, and so when they tell me this build has a problem, I can tell them I already know and I'm working on resolving that problem, especially if the problem for some unknown reason happens to be on my end instead of the end of the other end not having anything to do with me, but with the actual source code or something like that. But to resimplify everything, did the policy change affect SeaMonkey? No. Am I able to still create and distribute my build? Yes, but I have to watch what I change and to make sure that I do not violate anything. So with that being said, I can now finally end this idiotic thought process that I had over interpreting something that clearly I thought was correct in the beginning, but apparently is not so much. And once again, I am obviously sorry for that. Anyway, moving on from that, I also have an update on the puppies today, and all three of them had their eyes open pretty good. And yes, it does indeed appear that both of the puppies that have more white on them have the blue or crystal blue eyes, and the black puppy has the brown eyes. And of course that can obviously change, so these initial colors may or may not actually last. But in any case, I think that's about all I can say for right now, because I pretty much am out of things to say. I do know, however, I do have to say though that well, actually no, I won't right now. That'll be for another time. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all the time I have for right now. Later, everyone.